Hi guys, Spencer the Dollars here. Welcome back. We're back with Doc Dollars. Now I've got to tell you guys, I was in a live stream the other day. I may have consumed a couple of beers and I went on a losing streak on Doc Dollars' account. I've been to Arena 5 and I've collapsed back down in the trophies during the live stream. It was a lot of fun, but I do need to get those trophies back. So this was my first attempt this morning to regain some of these trophies. Now this is an opponent, Blurry Eyes, who is going to... When somebody drops a Tesla straight away, I generally just leave that to expire. There's no point in me sending troops at that Tesla. Really doesn't matter. Let him send his attack on me, and then I'll counter that. And by the time my troops get to the other side, then potentially that Tesla will have expired. So we send a Prince on the right-hand side. I'm going to completely ignore that Prince. There's no point in me sending troops down both lanes at once, unless I really need to. Now he's used the Valkyrie on my Giant. That's a bad idea. Should have saved that Valkyrie for my Witch and for my Bomber, so that wasn't the best of ideas. So I'm going to push on a little bit, just try and do a little bit of damage to this, but he's dropped his Knight behind me. That was actually a very good idea. So it's turned both of my troops round, allowing the Musketeer to shoot my troops, and I probably shouldn't have dropped those archers at all. So that was a little bit of a mistake. He's dropped another Tesla, so it looks like this guy's intent on not only defending his base, but he's going to go for me. He's already taken one of my towers. My other tower has been damaged. I'm just waiting now. I'm going to collect up my elixir. Now I have to attack really on the right hand side, because otherwise all he needs to do is send a Prince and maybe a couple of other troops on the right, and I'll lose my King Tower and it's game over. So I've got to switch sides. I've got to attack on the right hand side. He's sent his Prince now on the left. I'm going to shoot that Prince with my Musketeer. But I'm keeping the Musketeer on the right-hand side so that my push on the right can continue. Unfortunately, I don't have a meat shield for my Witch and for my Bomberman. I've dropped one in behind, but it does mean that the Witch is going to be targeted. Decent placement there of the Valkyrie. That's in the midst of my troops. Valkyrie is going to go down, though. A great defense against the Valkyrie is your Knight. Now we've got the Giant getting a little bit too close to my King Tower and a Dragon. So I've dropped the archers in behind the King Tower so the Dragon doesn't kill them. And I need to fight off these troops and mount a counterattack at the same time. So here's my Witch on the right. I'm going to try and distract this Dragon. Now I've got a Musketeer on my King Tower. The King Tower is going down. This is so close. I've had to distract the Musketeer with a Giant. You've got to place the Giant very close to the Musketeer to actually distract it. Otherwise, it'll just keep shooting your King Tower. Dropped a Tesla in my base. This guy really wants to go for it. That was a very bad idea, but there is still a Giant going towards my King Tower. Now I have no option but to push down both lanes. I have to get this Giant down. I've only got 151 hit points on my King Tower, but now he's in serious trouble. He can't mount an attack on either side because I've got troops filing down both lanes. I've taken his right-hand side tower and I've got two Giants raging in on him, two Musketeers. There is nothing he can do now to stop me. He's completely confused. He has no idea what to do. Finally drops a Prince, but it's not going to be quick enough. I took his King Tower and he's gone down for the 3 crowns. Gotta laugh at Mr. Blurry Eyes. Give him a bit of provocation. So guys, let's now go in and let's actually do a couple of live ones. Let's see if we can get some of these trophies back before we push back on to Arena 5. Okay, we've got Johnny from Clash Trip. Now, I do find that the lower the level player and the higher they are in trophies, generally the better they are, obviously. That makes sense, right? So, if this was a level 6, I would be more confident. So, a level 5, these guys can be pretty tough. They know what they're doing. So, I'm going to fire my Fireball. I can't build up any troops in front of archers, so I get rid of the archers, do a bit of damage to his tower. Here we go. This is the troop I want, a Giant. I can build up some troops behind the Giant. He sent barbarians as well, so I need my Bomberman down. I shouldn't lose my tower here, but I will at least, no matter what happens, I will have built a whole crowd of troops up, and I should be able to mount a decent counterattack. Here we go. Right, and my cards have laid quite nicely here because it does mean I can use a double meat shield, a Giant in first, get my Knight in behind, just in case he's got a Valkyrie or something, but it does mean also when my Giant dies, my weaker troops at the back are still protected, so I can afford to drop some weaker troops in, do as much damage as I can. There we go, Giant's about to go down, doesn't matter though, my second meat shield comes into play, this tower's going down, get a Musketeer in at the back, I don't see any result other than a 3-crowner going on here. Look at that hog. That hog was completely useless. That was a waste of time. Shouldn't have bothered dropping that hog there. Down goes the King Tower. There we go. That's another 3 crown. Got a few more of our trophies back. Now, Doc Dollars isn't a powerful level 4. I accidentally upgraded to level 4 by donations. But we do have a level 2 Witch, so that is a decent troop for a level 4. But my others, we need to get in and get those upgraded, and we'll stay level 4. Okay, we've got Toby from Winter, level 6. This should knock us back over 1200 if we can just beat this guy. Let's see what we're doing. So I'm going to wait for him to place first, I think. I'll fire my arrows, actually. If he doesn't do anything, I will fire my arrows. That normally provokes people into go. Oh, nope, here he comes. Wow, he's sending everyone. Here he goes. He's got a PEKKA, witch, bunch of spear goblins. I'm going to have to fireball these. Might as well. I don't generally like to use a fireball. Bit of a waste of elixir, but I wasn't going to give my tower away just that easily. Doesn't mean my counterattack won't be as strong, but I couldn't have built a counterattack against the troops he had alone, so that fireball was probably quite a useful thing. Oh, here we go. Nice one. Drop to the barbarians. I can probably get rid of those barbarians, though. It's worth pushing on. Oh, and it's the dragon. So dragon is distracted temporarily by the bomber. We've taken enough power off this dragon. I can ignore this dragon. It'll probably go down before it gets to my tower, so that's good. We're still going to have our left-hand tower, so we can keep pushing on the left. Right. Are we oh, here he goes with the goblin barrel. He's laughing! He's laughing! Provocation! Shots fired! Shots... Right, that's it now. Let's take him down. He probably thinks I wanted to defend that tower. I wasn't too bothered about that tower. I simply dropped the witch. I was going to do a counterattack anyway. Here we go. Oh, he's dropped... He's going to take my witch. That was a reasonably good move. I think I can still push on, though. Get my second meat shield in. Keep my bomber alive, and I think I can take his tower on this go without any particular... There we go. Spear goblins. Bomber will take those. That was a bad move. Bad move by Toby. Down goes his tower. Okay, here we go. Let's keep pushing on. Should be able to get him this time. Maybe not. Okay, we've not got enough meat shields here. Let's sit back. Let's wait and see. Get rid of this dragon. We'll build up some elixir and we'll go for him again. But this guy now knows that we're serious. He probably won't laugh again in this battle because I think we're going to beat him. I don't see any reason. I don't see any troops that he's got that's going to be able to do any serious harm to us. He doesn't have a rocket. That means we can build up a swarm of troops. Not seen a fireball yet. Oh, here he comes with his prince. We can. Oh! I spoke too soon! It's a Larry, a giant Larry. These can be awkward. I'm going to try and lead this Larry away with my giant. Hopefully he places it. Yes, he's done it! That was a bad move. He's dropped a PEKKA on the other side of my giant. Now my giant needs to die, and that PEKKA needs to come towards the Larry so that my troops don't walk forward and go onto the bomb. Are they going to make it? Oh, and a bad move with the goblin barrel as well. That was seriously bad strategy. He's prevented my own troops from walking over the giant Larry, so now I can seriously mount a counterattack. Send my giant in first. He's probably about ready for another giant Larry soon, but I can get my giant to drag the giant Larry away. Those barbarians are useless against my two witches. Get my bomber in. I think he's in serious trouble. 10 seconds left. 9. I think we can do this. Are my troops going to die against that bomb? Even if they do, I think I've got enough to damage this tower and take him down. Get the rest of the troops in. Send everyone! It's going to be a king tower. It's going down. Now I've got super elixir, 2 musketeers, a witch, giant. Good game. Well done, Toby. But unfortunately, it just wasn't your day. Let's laugh at him a lot. He laughed at us when he fired the goblin barrel, took down our tower. I think he deserves to be laughed at. Nice one. So we've got some of our trophies back, guys. I will be changing up this deck for $. soon. I'm going to upgrade a few of the cards, hopefully, quite soon. But we'll push into Arena 5, then I'll change the deck, and we're going to be back on the level 8 account soon, and I'll show you just how this strategy works if you try and use it at like 2,400 trophies on a level 8 account. It's not quite so easy. But thank you guys for watching. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Share these videos with your friends. We'll be back a little bit later. We're going to talk about the Valk nerf. Are Valks still going to be useful? They've just buffed them and now they've nerfed them. But until then, you guys take care. Send everyone!